On the Jumbotron, let's go! I'll deal with the updates later. Sound alerts. Okay. So how are things, Barry? Before I start the game here. Fix. Oh, hi, Seb. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing great, Barry. Let's make sure I got the game set up real quick. Also, I'm very sorry if I like sound off or you're hearing me sniffling or coughing every now and then. I'm still getting I'm recovering from a sickness right now. Uh okay. There we go. Oh, I don't have the game up. Why don't I have the game up? What the hell? Why ain't the game up? Oh, that's nice. How is Dead by Daylight? I need to fix this now. The game should be up, but it's not. No, I've always had that, Barry, but I thank you for noticing. I appreciate it. Okay, the game is up. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, really? What happened to the match? Excuse me. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, that's a dick move. That's a very dick move. Well, I'm glad that you did, Seb. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, that's a really dick move that the monster or trap or whatever did that shit to you. Alright, let's get that game. Let's get the game started. The volume's okay, right? Or do I need to turn it up? You know what? Let's turn it up to like right around here. That should be good. I know I missed the music too. The music is so cute. Okay, so before I start, I want to get to something. Um, I checked out if there was like any other endings I haven't taken. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember it, Seb. It was it was about it was that. Well, it's a woman with pink pigtails with that's hung by strings. Yeah, I remember it. Hello, princess. Yeah, I've looked up to see if there was any endings I have missed. And there are two. There are two endings I have missed, and also some different, like, alternate voice lines in some endings if I do some certain things. And, you know, there's, like, other perspectives I've never done yet. So, I think that I'm not doing it all tonight, but, like, maybe half of it tonight, and tomorrow, if I have the time, I can do another round. So I'm gonna see how all this will take me. New game. Here we go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I really hope the volume is okay. Oh, on Jun's server. I think I can pull that up real quick on my phone and take a look. Oh, that's nice. That is very pretty. I like it. I also like that you include the shadow of it down there. It's really nice. You did a good job, Seb. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, that freaking update thing you were telling me about, Barry. Apparently that's a new version of the game. I'm not buying the game I'm not buying the game a second time. Sorry, I thought my door opened. Yeah, apparently, like, it's moving to consoles and stuff. And it's like a completely separate thing, so I'm not buying it a second time. Because, hell no, I'm not doing that. Yeah, it should be. I think it is, because it's coming in fall. Actually, let me open my Steam up real quick. Slay the Princess. Oh, it's a supporters pack, my bad. Yeah, it's like a $10 DLC. There, and the... Where the hell is it? I'm sorry I'm taking so long here. I'm trying to find it real quick. Yeah, Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut is coming to PC and consoles this fall, so it's a completely different game. Oh yeah, go ahead and do that, Seb. That's fine. You can send it anytime, and I can just look at it after stream. But yeah, I'm just trying to let you know, Barry. That's another version of the game that I will not buy a second time.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You've been through this before, narrator. So... apparently one of the endings is I'm gonna have to avoid the cabin at all costs. And I never really been through this scenario before, so that's fine. Maybe, I don't know. I only seen a TikTok. I've only seen a TikTok of it, so I'm not 100% sure about it. It just looks like a different game. That one gets my favorite voice. Ooh. Okay, let's go. Well, trying to fix something real quick. There we go. Rambo played it. Auto. Alright. Yeah, one of the endings is to avoid the cabin at all costs. Turn around and
Seriously?
leave.
You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yep.
Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Exactly.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again.
Bullshit.
Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Bullshit. Nope.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
100% know it. I don't care. Good. Maybe everyone should die. No. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Alright, I don't care. I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and completely ignores the bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
Maybe, maybe not.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Or you're doing this bullshit to me. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Well, you're going to be doing the exact same thing regardless.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh yeah, the music's starting to warp.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
The music. It's so weird.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Oh, fuck you, narrator.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
No.
Wait, what's going on?
No idea.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Oh, finally you get it.
You've doomed us all. You know that, right?
Nah.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
I don't believe
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, let me save. We'll go for number 3 for this run. Hold on. Get a terrible sense of deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? What the hell is she? Oh, you bastard. But I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Those walls weren't here last time. Yeah, he put a wall there. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
The Contrarian!
Active audience.
The Contrarian! I remember you. You showed up during the Razor.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. But you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
How do I avoid the cabin? Because you're supposed to avoid the cabin twice, I'm pretty sure. I might need to get a guide up. I'm not gonna spoil myself. I'm just gonna see how to get this ending, because I remember that you're supposed to avoid the cabin. Probably, but I'm trying not to. I'm not trying to fuck it up either. Yeah. Okay. This is how I do it. So, yeah, I'm probably have to lie.
Now I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further.
Daggum, the wall.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
No, I gotta avoid the cabin. I gotta load. Yeah. I gotta avoid it. But I died. Wait, hasn't this already happened? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. What the flying hell? Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. That's what I was supposed to do. Oh. I already fucked it up. Damn it. Okay. So I cannot do this ending. Not tonight. Oh, okay. Thank you, Seb. I'll take a look at them later. Probably when I'm done here. Yeah, I already fucked it up. I cannot get this ending. Not tonight. No. It says during every chapter 2, avoid the cabin. So that's a whole stream right there, and I don't want to do that right now. Yeah, how to get it. Leave the woods and refuse to enter the cabin during chapter 2. 5 loops in a row. So that's an entire stream right there. And I think that should be like a final thing. So we're just gonna continue as normal. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go into the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
So sorry. I didn't want to cough into the mic.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh, sweet. What kind of pizza rolls did you get? I got a Dr. Pepper on my side here.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day.
Nice. That's a good one. My favorite's combination.
If by ruining my day you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you can pull that off.
A Dr. Pepper is fantastic with pizza rolls.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Hell yeah, we all got Dr. Pepper up in this stream. The trolley force. All 3 of us got Dr. Peppers. Best stream. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Mm-hmm.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Proceed.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Oh, strawberries. Awesome. Nice. Judd would be so proud. This is weird. I like the window here, though. Oh, look at everything move.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
Yes. Can we throw it out the
We
window?
take in the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
I don't know. I didn't really care for the cream soda. I didn't really care for the cream soda.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
Mm-hmm.
How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong, listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart.
I
You
mean,
cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Having fear in your heart is not that bad.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Yeah, what would
Nothing,
happen?
because you're going to pull yourself together.
No,
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
we're not staying calm.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
I don't know. I mean, he said that the streams will be coming back soon. Especially since his internet is really screwy right now. So, if I have to guess, if we're lucky, maybe sometime at the end of the month.
What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Alright, let's check the mirror out.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, he is unpredictable.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Oh, hush.
There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
I don't know. Should I take the blade or should I not? Because if I take the blade, I don't know if you want me to take it, Barry. All right. Okay, we'll take the blade. Yoink!
Take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. You really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. We'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other
Switch
way.
your grip on the blade. Congratulations.
Honestly, this is much better.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Absolutely.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
We all in agreement.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Should I throw it? Should I throw it? Should I yeet? Should I yeet it out the window? I know what I have to do. Yeet!
Yes, do it!
Yeet!
You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
Yeetus!
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
Absolutely worth it.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Nah, we'll be fine.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
I can hear that damn sarcasm.
The door to the basement creaks
Whoa.
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odor that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
I don't know if we have the option to dive into the void.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. Are you here to kill?
Whoa. I like that.
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby.
Don't be such a wuss.
I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. But whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Nah, we'll
We
be
don't
fine.
even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that?
I mean, her voice is pretty cool.
That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Barry, I now understand why you love the country. Yeah, the voice actors did incredible. Ooh. Well, I don't know where this one goes, and this one... Let's go center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Whoa. that was so that was so fire. And they really know how to capture something unsettling, even though it's so simple.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here.
You left this path. Okay. So this is gonna be really fire. Hold on, let me get a drink. Some Dr. Pepper for courage.
And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm saying for courage. I'm always courage. I'm always full of courage. Nothing scares the shit out of me. I think it might have been the one you were trying to cut through. This might be a cut short version. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Did I say something stupid?
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Oh my god, I just realized what you meant, Barry. You're talking about Courage the Cowardly Dog. No. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I apologize. No, I would never eat Courage. Courage is a good boy. The music is still off. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? For all I... Excuse me? For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here? You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. We will not tell her that because we don't even have a freaking knife. I'll go for this one, short and sweet. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
And yet here you are. How strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. It's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
How? We don't have the knife anymore. I yeeted it out the window.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Absolutely, we should. Best idea. Ooh, this is... I'm getting you out of here, try and free her. Oh, it's all three of them at once. I'm getting you out of here, try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Regretfully think about the time you threw the blade out the window. Tickle her. I don't think that's something we could do. I'll go for the triple option here.
Wait, that's all right. Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish.
Whoa. That's a weird sentence.
This is what the end of the world looks like. What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't...
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Damn.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
How surprisingly sincere.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. All right, deity. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
And there's that mirror again.
Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that. I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that's empty. It is quiet here. I know I've been through this before, but I'm probably just gonna go through dialogue I've never used. So I'm just gonna keep going as normal. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna try these because I haven't tried these before. Let's try attack the entity. Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Alright, let's load. Cause I don't want to F this up somehow, so I don't want to fuck this up somehow. Destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. What are the many Shit, hold on. I am so sorry. Yeah, I figured it leads me to the same place, but I don't know. It just feels weird. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay, I had that before. Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I was sent to slay the princess. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever.
Right. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Let's see what this does. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you leave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
This is a fun
If you
one.
close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Did the game crash? Oh my god, the game crashed. The game crashed. Okay, let me open it back up. She closed it. Yeah, she closed it.
You have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never left you other side.
Oh, oh shit. It's not on the... There it is. Wow. That was great. That's how the dialogue ends. And that option's not back anymore. Alright, and I've already done all these. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. That was fun. I liked that.
You're on a path in
All right.
the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay.
Thank you for the advice. So we're just gonna continue.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning, but she will lie. We're not going to ignore him.
Okay, so this next one I know I haven't done.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Okay, so this next one I know I haven't done, and it also leads to an ending. So I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
We're just gonna outright
You
kill
walk
her.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I don't know, Very. It could be.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Oh, it's not? What ending do you think I was going for?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face.
I might have already been through it. I don't know.
But is it over? Really over?
Now here's the thing. The last time I did this, Yeah, just tell me how to get to it, and I'll see if I've probably done it before or not. But the last time I did this, mutually assured destruction. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I've done that one. But this one in specific, I checked her pulse, and then she stabbed me to death. That made me go to the razor, I believe. So I'm just gonna ditch her body.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
All right, this should be the right path.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
So we're facing the long quiet.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
All right, let's stick to this. Okay. Yeah, I've already been through the razor. Yeah, I've already been through the razor. And the razor leads to MED. No. No, I did not take the knife from the razor because the contrarian threw it out the window as soon as I picked it up. Oh wait, no, that was on chapter 3. My bad. No, that was on chapter 3. The second chapter, I did not take the razor. I did not take the blade to the razor. But also, when I went to the razor, I also gave her the heart instead of the body, so... And that made me worried I fucked it up somehow. That's bullshit! Let me out of here. Okay, I was kind of hoping to get a better ending. That's bullshit.
What's done is done. And there's no going back to it.
I don't know, cause, okay, when I went to the razor, I did not get the blade. I immediately went down into the basement. I talked to her until she got bored, and then she sliced me the hell up, and then I kept going and going and going until she kills me in the long quiet. And then her body, gets destroyed, and then her heart was exposed. Yeah, that is the ending. Yeah, I did go to the razor. I did go to the razor. Just a second. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I think like 3 of them joined in chapter 3, and then it kept going and going, and I think all of the voices showed up in there, and I don't know. I think it's in part 1 on my YouTube channel somewhere. You can like see my reaction to it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's exactly the razor that you know, but because we have like 2 different perspectives.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
I don't trust you.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Yeah, you came in the second stream. And part 1, I believe I had the nightmare. I had the nightmare, the razor. I don't remember what the other one was. I know I had the witch one, but I don't remember if it was in part 1 or 2. Yeah, it's like the slightest mannerism change. Oh yeah, that's what it was. Part 1 I had the nightmare, I had the damsel, and I had the razor. And then in part 2 I had the prisoner and the prisoner and the witch. Those are the ones I picked. Those are the ones I had.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Alright. We're gonna play along, because I think that's how I get this other ending. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Okay. Okay. I can't even. The freaking saves and everything's gone already. Okay. Maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good. Because I have an idea to get us out of here.
Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
Listen here, you son of a bitch. This is not bliss. Thank you very much. This is boring as hell. No.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
How long have we been in the cabin? How long have we been? How long have we been in the cabin? In the cabin, it must have been like, I don't know, decades, because she's just straight up bone. Nothing's left.
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
The specter. The
You're
specter.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, let's proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
She won't be a problem.
The cold.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Fam. No, she's not dead. Let's go to the mirror.
You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand.
There was a mirror a second, now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
You don't know that, bruh. Let's not take the blade. Yeah, Cold is like, fuck it, we ballin'. Let's not take the blade. I'm pretty sure taking the blade will piss her off. And plus, it says the specter. I don't think the blade's gonna do shit. So let's enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Even the narrator sounds cold.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrists still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay. She's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Oh, okay.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally,
Oh, she
the rest
is
of the body
cute.
floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
She is cute. She's got like a mouth like Jack Skellington, just. She's a ghost lady.
Ghost?
We pulled a Scooby-Doo now.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I really appreciate the fake fear, Cold. I appreciate the fake fear you got going on.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
Ooh. I like the whispering. I like the echo whispering thing.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
Bro. She's dead. She's a ghost. We stabbed her and she's dead. She's a spirit. How the hell are we going to kill her again? See how things play out. We are not grabbing her.
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Pay for absolution, maybe? Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
Ooh, that's a lot of options. That's a lot of options. Okay. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that, and it wouldn't be hard to do it again. Okay, I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. I don't think she will believe me. Same vibe as staying up late past your bedtime. What's that about? What do you want from me? If I knew I'd wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead. Or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? I am not asking for a deadly invitation. Thank you. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported. It wasn't in the woods anymore. time stopped meaning everything. And I had to kill myself to escape. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world. Oh, that's good. That's great you're still here, Seb. I hope that you're enjoying this so far. I was told you were going to end the world. Okay, clearly slaying you isn't going to work. What do you want? Okay, team, I'm out of okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts? If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? Guess I'll get going. Leave her in the basement. She ain't gonna let me leave. Right, I don't think there's much more for us to talk about. No, I mean, I guess she deserved some explanation and clarity. I guess I should tell you why I was sent to kill you. You were going to end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Well, I mean, I do have a voice called the Cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Obviously, it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart? What are you going to do if I help you get out of here? Well, were you going to end the world? You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world? I didn't even ask that. I'm not cold. I'm just dumb. I'm just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Why I was saying that you would just believe when I was told. That is something I would probably say.
Oh, cut it out. You don't need to be so pathetic.
Oh, fuck you, Cold.
Never mind. I don't think I want to see you beg. That's just sad. I shouldn't feel sad about my murderer.
Oh. Well, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
What are you going to do if I help you out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. I'm not able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Like me?
Maybe I'll haunt you.
I mean, that's fair. 100%.
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when someone is dead.
Oh, that's awesome.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
That's
I
awesome.
don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
I don't know. That's a good question. You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
You still didn't answer my question, even if you want to end it. Does then you gotta mean the world is going to end? I'll just leave it. Oh, we're back at this. Okay. I'm sorry I killed you last time. Shouldn't have done that. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself? No. I'm sorry. Is there any way I can make it up to you? Well, not yet. Hold on. Wanted you to trick me, enemy of my let's team up. What do you want from me? If I knew I'd end up having to talk to you again, I died. Okay. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go, pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wanted right back here. I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Absolutely not.
Oh, is she asking? Is she asking to possess us?
Is she asking if she can possess us?
Yeah, yeah.
But I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Would she be able to?
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Ooh, oh. This is interesting. What if I say no? This would be just temporary, right? You'll leave once we're at its cabin. So I can, like, return and ask her more questions if I want to, which is nice. But I'm committed. This would be just temporary. Okay. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
This would be just temporary, right? You'll leave once you're out of the cabin.
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Do you hear the way she said that? She knows more than she's letting on. Don't let her fool you into doing something you'll regret.
You know what? I'm committed. Let's let her possess us. Possession time.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
You can tell me it as many times as you want, narrator. I am still gonna do this just to spite you.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
What? The narrator has a horror podcast? You lying. I need to look at that.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Nope. We're committed.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
I can't tell if she's like she's trying to control us or if she's just stopping everything from working. Like kind of like how the nightmare does. Ooh. SCP and Lovecraft. That's actually amazing. I need to look at that. I have to like find out who the narrator is and then like look up his podcast. Oh, the Magnus Archives. Yeah, I think Ben mentioned the Magnus Archives before. He does the Magnus Archives? Shit, now I gotta look up the Magnus Archives. I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. I mean, if you want to, Barry, you can like find where the Magnus Archives is, and you can like send it to me at Discord if you want.
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Did she like break her body from the inside?
Come on, Neil. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, she can hear them. Okay. She can hear the narrator. Oh, awesome. Okay.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Wait a damn minute. Is she in the long quiet? Like, is she not seeing through her eyes?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Oh.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
I know. It's amazing. This is incredible.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me die. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Another one of the best tries when you merge with the princess after she becomes the ground and everything. I don't think I know what you're talking about, Barry.
That's rude.
You're more rude than she is.
She's kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
And setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Probably. When we get done with this route, probably need to tell me how to get to it so we can see this new route.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Honestly, the Spectre is actually kind of nice.
This is infuriating. Just Whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form, and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do.
Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
It doesn't mean that at all.
It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
I mean, technically, you're correct.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Oh. I actually like the Spectre.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
And whine.
This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
We're gonna trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
So try attacking her next round, biting her arm. The narrator first takes over as attempt to free her. At least the beast. Oh, I think I had the beast. I think I had the beast. Hold on. Let's talk. Then the wild witches would reach by decisions. They'll listen, get there, let you see the base. Blind, LMAO. I think I had the beast. Wait, shit. I don't remember what's what anymore. Let's see. Check what's 20. Hello, I'm so sorry that no one wants to play Among Us with you, but apparently, well, not apparently, what the hell? Excuse me, I'm a little sick right now. But, I'm not really able to do that tonight. I'm so sorry. Beastly's 2 different chapters, supposedly. Oh, okay. I think what happened, well, when I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I mean, you're welcome to stay here and watch if you want, but I can't play Among Us. Not tonight. Haunts you to emulate superlative form. First, close her eyes. Oh, I have not seen the beast. It was just straight up the witch. Okay. So, You know what? I'm just gonna do what you said, Barry, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah. She tries to merge with you. Okay, so all right. We're just gonna I'll just deal with that when we're done here. Open the door. Let's go.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it. And then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground. You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see. Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of it?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare at you.
Anna, you actually freed me, didn't you? I'm all sorry. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Philip.
Oh, no, it's alright, Barry. I mean, even if you did spoil it, I'm gonna look at it anyway. But it's okay. We're gonna go through it and we're just gonna see how it goes.
Dimension.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And where's that mirror again? Why is it here? Why now?
In the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that some scenarios have alternate dialogue depending on what you do, and apparently in one of the endings there's alternate dialogue if you always say this is the end for you but it's not for me every time you end up in front of this mirror. So every time I appear in this mirror, I'm gonna have to press this is the end for you but it's not for me every time, and then we see alternate dialogue in one of the endings. Which I kind of don't like, because it sounds like an asshole thing to say. And I like the voices. Cold is an asshole, but I mean, he's supposed to be. But I really want to see the alternate dialogue. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Okay, Seb, I hope you sleep well. Yeah, I'll probably need to end the stream soon. It's almost 3. So maybe around 4 o'clock I'll have to end this here. Yeah, I hope you sleep well, Seb. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart. Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Oh, that's nice. Alright. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Let me scroll up a little bit. Try attacking her next route as she is biting her arm, or when the narrator first takes over after an attempt to free her. So, like, I need to not take the blade, and then when the blade, like, appears on the floor behind me or something, I'll have to, like, stab her as soon as she's, like, biting her hand off. Is that what you mean, Barry?
You make your warning, she will. We're not going to ignore. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
I'll have to have the blade, okay. I'll have to take the blade. Okay. Okay, cool.
You take the blade. The door to the basement.
Just checking on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster.
Let's drop it.
The blade tumbles.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Ben, hi. How was work? And yes, the narrator is still a douche. But we've already encountered 2 new perspectives, and they are really, really interesting. I think you'll like them. And we are on our way to go after a perspective that Barry likes, and I'm trying to see if I can get it. People out here think I'm gonna end the world. I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. Why would I? Rich ship. Yeah, it's pretty okay. Now let's.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I know it's the last one in particular, but I'm gonna keep doing the talking thing going. It was okay. It was the first day of our Despicable Me promotion. So I wore this Minion shirt, and we have all new banana products. Yuck. Ayo, Despicable Me. Oh. I feel so bad for you, Ben, because you hate bananas, but bananas ain't that bad. Yeah, I have any reason you think I just communicate with someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. It's supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
I says, kind of a crew in our store. I'm so taking that at the end. Where would you put it?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. They like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous? They haven't told you anything, have they? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Put it in the window.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
He can accompany my streams. He can chill in the background. Give Gru ominous lighting in the stream. It'll be good. Yes. Ben, do that. Do that. That'd be incredible.
Doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Gru would be like the meme of Ben's streams.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my words possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Today on stream, we will steal the moon. That is amazing, Barry. That's brilliant.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Yes. Yes. That'll be incredible. That'll be like the best stream you would ever do.
You know why you're here.
Okay, so I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I play this game on the stream. I don't know if I should open that because I don't want to mess anything up.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. You give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Yeah, Barry, click on it. I want to tell me what it is. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
You fucking
Someone else
idiot. Turn to the bottom.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Mark played it. Wait a minute. Hold on. You know what? To hell with it. I'm opening it. I want to see. They stole the moon. I don't remember Mark playing this. It might be in one of like his 3 scary games videos, and I just don't remember.
Easier for whom?
Oh yeah, Ben. Sorry if you hear me like sniffling or coughing every now and then. I'm still recovering from my sickness.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
What? It's a habit, okay?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yeah, share the vid, Barry, because I don't remember Mark playing that game specifically. It might have been in one of like his 3 scary games videos, and I know I missed a couple of them before. Save.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Well, the thing is, the last time I did this, I went to warn her, but I didn't really slay her. So this will apparently lead to something completely different. I'm doing this right, Barry? Like, I'm supposed to just slay her, and then we're at the ending that you want, right? I just want to be 100% sure first before I start stabbing. Unalive, end, murder, kill, death. Okay. I think so. Alright. We'll go for this one.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
Yeah, this is what I haven't done this before.
Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one.
I'm pretty sure the ending in the last time we streamed this was the one that showed us what we are. And I'm pretty sure that we are a harpy because we have like many wings if you look at the mirror good enough. So we're kind of like a giant harpy deity or
I
god.
don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
But why? I think the narrator explained that we were like a part of him, and you know, narrator was like a freaking crow. Yeah, I think the narrator mentioned that he is a part of us in a way, or he created us from a part of himself. So that's why we're like a bird person. And I'm gonna keep slaying. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna save just in case. And we're gonna slay.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it.
Oh,
She
damn.
grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice.
Damn.
You drop the blade.
Good lord. She just immediately. Damn. She crushed our wrist.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now. Adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Ben, I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. The tower. Wait. The tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What the hell, guy was wrong. Okay, wait a minute, Barry. Wait a minute, don't say anything. It gave me another option after I stabbed her in the back saying to give up or stab her again. So I might have accidentally, like, fucked it up. I probably should have dropped the blade, but instead of swinging the knife at her. But also, I have another chance, so I can always get back to it and try to get the wild ending, or a route, whatever. So, you just gave me, like, two different endings, two different routes in one go. So this is fine. This is great, because this is new territory. So, what voice do we have now? I'm getting a weird terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it then.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
The Broken.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
The Broken. Okay. Let's proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Broken. Just chill. We'll be fine.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
It's fine, Barry. I mean, this is a different scenario I haven't been to. So you accidentally gave me two different scenarios. So yeah, we got new shit. So this is fine. I can always go the same way you're going once we're done.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Oh yeah, Ben. Barry mentioned that the narrator is the where is it? Yeah, the narrator is apparently the person who does the Magnus archives.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible.
And how Barry describes the Magnus archives, it sounds like something I would listen to. So I'll probably try and take a look at it after we're done here.
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Yeah, you have told me about the Magnus archives before. You told me that a friend recommended it to you, and that's all you told me about it. So I don't know much about it.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
Yeah, exactly. You told me you hadn't listened to it before.
The interior of the cabin is
Ooh.
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Everything's tall.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
We don't feel small. We are small.
Ooh, this is interesting. Hold on. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk. What are you talking?
I just want to see what Broken says about it.
Reach forward, rub your hand against.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay. So should I or should I not take the blade? I know this is a me playthrough, this is a me stream, but like I actually don't know if I should take the blade or not, because we don't know what's gonna be up. We don't know what's gonna be on the other side of the door. No blade, Barry. What do you say about it? Blade or no blade? She is most likely gonna fight. But also if the place is like this, if the place is like this, she would probably destroy us like the Razor did. I don't know, bro. Bro can just needs encouragement. He just needs encouragement. But oh, you know this path? Oh no. Oh no. Grabs paw. Oh shit. Ben, I think me and you are in for a treat. Knife ain't gonna do shit. Well, alright, no knife it is. Yeah, shit. Let's go. Let's do this.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'd be more receptive if we're unarmed. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
The god is nearby, so oh shit.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a
I'm
favor.
excited.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear?
Ooh.
Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
That is so fire. I like that.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
I am now worried.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Let's continue. Let's see what happens.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Is she levitating? Oh my god, Barry, you are not wrong. We are facing a literal god.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. We see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
I can, just a tiny bit. There. And we're just gonna make sure, yeah, everything's up on high.
And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Kneel.
Ooh. I want to say no, but at the same time, she could crush me with her foot. You're welcome, Barry. I'll kneel. But I don't like it.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. No, why don't we talk?
No, it's too late, Barry. I didn't say no.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? You shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
Okay. What would you have me do? What would you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Deepest apologies. I entirely forgot I'm going to grandparents' house for dinner. I've got a dip. Most definitely shall watch this on the YouTube channel. Sorry, bye. It's okay, Ben. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. I hope you have a nice dinner. And I will definitely upload it tonight after I'm done. Probably gonna finish the stream after this route anyway. Or maybe after the route that Barry suggested. I don't know, it depends. Bye, Ben. What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Wow, she is definitely turning us into a pet or a priest. Most likely a pet because we're a bird. What would you have me do?
And all you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Broken, you need some encouragement, man.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Just a second. Got me some water.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
She sensed the narrator. Okay.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about?
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
What did she just do?
Rise, my little bird.
What did she do to the narrator? Hold up.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
No.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Please, don't do this.
Whoa. Yeah, he just revealed how she works. Damn. I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be. It is good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna sit over here and then I'm just gonna cower away from all this bullshit. Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave. Nothing, and then everything.
Alrighty, we got another one. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go?
Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not for
What
me.
is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. This one is Dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Damn.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alrighty. Time to find the wild.
You're on a path in the wood.
Let's go ahead and see if we can do this.
You make your way up. The interior of the cabin is... You take... The door to the basement...
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you? How about you drop the...
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an
Oh, have you decided...
Oh, you have...
Well,
You make your way back.
Save.
Against your better judgment.
Approach.
No, we won't have any...
Oh no! I can't go back. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me try something. I'm gonna warn her.
Stop that.
Nope, still can't do it. I still can't slay the princess. Did I go in this path? Yeah, it's forcing me now. I think I went down this path before, too. So I can't... I gotta... Shit. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's... What do I do? I can always go back here. But that means that vessel that I picked up won't be there anymore. Yeah, I think resisting again will lead me to an ending I've already gotten. So, I am now stuck. Yeah, this will lead me to the prisoner. This will lead me to the prisoner. Unless there's like maybe something in the prisoner is something else with the prisoner I can do, but I don't. I'm really stuck. I should have saved before I reached the cabin part, but I didn't. Fuck it. I'll continue.
The blade. Move the...
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Yeah,
And
slit
then
my
she
throat.
slits
Prisoner. Yep. Alright. I mean... Right. I have to go with down there without the blade. And then as she's gnawing on her arm, the narrator drops the knife like right behind us. And we would have an option to cut her or slay her. And maybe that'll also lead us to the beast, but I'm at the prisoner now and I can't go back. Because if I go back, the farthest backwards I can go is, well, in that same option where I reached the tower. And then I'm gonna have to do the tower all over again. So I think I'm just gonna continue here and maybe try different options for the prisoner and see if I could do something different. Proceed.
She will lie.
Yeah. Did you? No, I didn't. Wink.
I forgot about the skeptic. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I forgot how funny the skeptic is.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows. The only furniture of note, the blade.
Let's not do the mirror. But I think the last time I was here, I did take the blade. So let's not take the blade.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Turns it against you. She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay? I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get a say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table
Wow.
and proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
Oh, that's fine, Barry. You don't have to do it tonight.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Ooh. The one that Ben sent is a board game, apparently. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna override this one. Yeah. So, I did sit with her, but I can leave her. Let's see if I can... Alright, I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here.
As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished.
Fuck you.
Doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually.
Fuck you.
That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else.
What the hell? I can't even leave the blade and now I can't get out. You edgy bitch.
So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you told.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Why does she look... What do you mean? Why does she look funny?
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Hey, let me out if you open the
You
door.
have everything you need to deal with her and save the world. I'm sure the door will open as soon as you finish your incredibly important task. Doesn't sound like we'll be able to talk him into letting us leave. Yeah, not a chance. He's single-minded about this. But don't worry. There are plenty of things that aren't in his control.
This doesn't look like a chibi face to
Oh.
me.
For instance, us. Her. But mostly us. If he didn't have his limits, we wouldn't be here. Not like this.
I've had all this before. What would you have me to do? I don't want to slay her. I didn't slay her last time, but also I remember she cut off her head and I immediately took her head, and apparently that's the vessel, but I do want to know like what happens if I ditch her head.
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry.
Thus, she seems confident. Whatever it...
Okay. Let's leave. I'm going to be the one to deal with it. I'm trusty. Whew. Cut her out on your own. I might have to save that again. Yes. Yeah.
Do you think these chains take away my saying things? I said no.
As you
Oh.
move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
Damn, she's strangling me.
The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her.
I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed?
I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Drop it.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her hair.
Oh, and we're
smiling
back,
slightly,
and we're back at
as
this
she
again.
raises the blade to her throat.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
We're gonna look away.
You close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin, the wet mulching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. How did she do that?
I mean, I can go back.
So that's her way.
Killing us? We don't. Then there is this. Is
Yeah, this
I
is.
think you can open your eyes now. Oh no! Oh no! What did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Yeah, this is exactly how I had it, so I might have to load. Alright, I'm gonna cut her out, and then I'm gonna stab her. I'm gonna stab her.
As you move,
I'm gonna stab her as she's strangling me.
you steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you. But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart. The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge. Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
I don't like this. It was too easy.
It was not too easy. We almost died. That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task, and you performed it admirably. Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. I'd appreciate a reward right about now.
You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises?
It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when it's already set in stone, and especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty, and is worth all the adversity you've been through to get here.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I
feel exposed without it.
I mean, fair. I would feel exposed without you too.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
You open the cabin door.
You gotta
ready
be
to return to a
freaking
world
kidding me.
saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
I don't
If
know.
everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
Narrator. This is bullshit, okay?
Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
Like hell it is. Oh my god, it is like the happy ending. I was kind of hoping we'd get a better ending for
This
saving the
isn't an
world.
ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you. Time
Mhm.
passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
Alright, slay!
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Yes!
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac. You know that, right?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
The gray. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Hmm.
That wasn't so bad. And now we've got another chance to get to the bottom of things.
Yeah, Skeptic's still here.
Bit by bit, we're starting to unravel this place.
Yeah, the Skeptic's still here.
There are so many more threads to pull once you stop.
And the cold is back at it again. The cold is back at it again, alright.
It's a little dark, buddy. You feeling okay?
I'm feeling nothing. And I like that just fine.
Well, I mean, if he likes being nothing, I guess that's okay.
It's not wrong. Sentimentality won't help us here. We need scientific rigor.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2? It's our 3rd. What gave it away? Your open discussions.
You came around on that awful fast. Have you just been pretending to forget every time?
I'm afraid not. Whatever other versions of me you've met in those other lifetimes were just that. Other versions of me. I just wish I'd been the first.
Oh, you had this ending before?
So you knew how all this worked. Why didn't you ever tell us? We could have used it to our advantage.
That's because there is no using it to your advantage. The more information you have, the harder it will be for you to succeed.
I mean, I've seen like a little bit of your playthrough. I believe I've seen... I think I've seen... I actually don't remember what was your first princess? Your first princess was the prisoner too, right? I haven't went that far into it. I just seen... I remember You said that the prisoner was your first princess.
It's not like it was that difficult to slay her last time. She may have put up a fight, but her flesh is still softer than our blade. And now she's dead, and I doubt she'll be able to do much of anything from the grave. You already slew her, and you survived.
Slew?
Yes. Then why, pray tell, are you here? Oh, I know that one. We killed ourselves. Why? Because you thought trying to stuff us away in a corner for eternity was a suitable reward. Was it not? What better reward is there than eternal bliss? You should have been happy. We weren't. We were bored. You were bored. I was just unhappy. There were still answers that we needed to find. It was actually working. And you killed yourself. I can't believe it. You ruined everything.
Bitch. I didn't ruin shit.
How does us dying ruin everything? What aren't you telling us? The world doesn't stay saved if you die. And if the world isn't saved, then that means she isn't dead. Oh, now isn't that interesting? I assumed she'd just be a pile of old bones. But perhaps she's not. There's only one way to find out. We should go see her.
Manipulative parent. Oh, I could just turn around and leave. I actually want to see if I could. What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens. We already know he wants us to slay her. Anything he says is tainted by his motivations. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
Okay. Should I turn around and leave or just go to the cabin? I got the one you have right here. Okay. Which one did you do? And I'll just do the opposite of what you did. It was the scariest. Oh! Scariest, you say? Then I might need to, but it's short. Well, it is 4 o'clock and I have to go soon. Because I need to... I got stuff to do in the morning. I went to see her. Well, you said it's the scariest one, so I'm gonna go see her. Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just... don't muck it up this time, alright?
Oh no, I understand what you meant, Barry. I understand what you meant.
What we do is entirely up to us. And we have all those mysteries to unravel. Isn't that right? You aren't here to solve a mystery. You're here to save the world. That's what you say. But how can we be sure? We can't be sure of anything except what's right in front of us. Okay, but we should care about the fate of the world. Why? Because we should. I don't know. It's important. Is it? Yes. I think.
Cold, stop gaslighting Hero, okay?
For all we know, the world you're talking about isn't even real. Of course it's real. Where do you think you are? Somewhere else?
Yes.
Maybe we are. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await. The As soon as you enter the cabin, you're struck by an overwhelming scent of decay, of mold and death and stagnant water. The once stately wooden building is bloated, its beams dripping with a black ooze of putrefaction, all but the exterior stone walls warped beyond recognition. It must have been beautiful once, but in its ruin, it is beyond repulsive.
I see her.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure, faintly outlined against the rotting wood of the wall. Is that her? It's like she isn't even there.
Yeah, I see her right here.
See? We killed her. You're right. Maybe she doesn't reset like us. She certainly doesn't look the same as she did last time. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room. The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. A mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it.
My chat wasn't so... I know. The chat is so delayed all the time.
But we had it with us when we died. And besides, everything else has reset. Why wouldn't the blade have reset too? Maybe it's because we've already explored that avenue. We've seen what happens when we slay her. Maybe this place has decided we don't need to try that again. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
There is no Santa, there is no Easter Bunny, and there is no damn mirror. Approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. Yeah, we can see it now. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. No way left to go but down.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans
Ooh.
open. The air is foul and wet, so thick that you can almost feel it settle onto your skin in layers of grime. The stairs are coated with slimy algae, the wood rotted through in places, reeking of fetid vegetation.
She probably looks a lot different if we go up to her face to face, but right here in this angle, she kind of looks like a Day of the Dead character.
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadows, legs submerged up to her shins in dark waters. There she is again. Barely. She's just an old memory. Your eyes lock for a brief moment. Then she vanishes around the corner.
I think we have a lot to talk about. Is anyone there? I'm sorry about last time. Are we good? We're definitely not good. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. No, we're just gonna go for this one. I think we have a lot to talk about.
You receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us?
No.
I don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed. She doesn't seem fully there. I'm not sure she's even capable of being upset. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A bloated body floating face down in slowly rising waters. her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Yeah, Hero is a little gullible, but I mean, I like Hero. I think Hero is great. I mean, he's like the original voice, and he's like with us through thick and thin. Or naive, whatever your best fits. He's innocent. Yeah, I like Hero. Hero's good. Hero's great.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. She's not just dead. It looks like she's been rotting. So killing her does stick. Mostly. But if she's dead, then what are we supposed to do? She isn't dead. You clearly just believe she is. Her corpse is floating right in front of us. You can stop it with the mind games. If she's dead, then do we even have to do anything? How can she be a threat to the world like this? Thoughts are cut short by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead. She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even.
No!
Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying or destroying, if we want to be a little more death neutral, seems off the table. Yeah, this is tricky. But let's talk to her. See what kind of information she has that we don't. But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
Bold of you to come back here after what you did.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do shit. Why did you close the door? Let me out. Are you trying to kill me? No, really? What's wrong with you? I don't want this. I only killed you after you killed me first. You're even now. We don't need to do this again. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Just don't let me drown. Is this about last time? I'm sorry. Now can you let me out? No. Sure, we'll go for this one. I only killed you after you killed me first. We're even now. We don't need to do this again.
But she doesn't answer your question. All she does is watch you in shadowed silence. Do you hear that trickling sound? The water's rising, isn't it? It is. And it's rising fast. Well, that's interesting. We've never drowned before. I wonder how it'll feel.
Cold now is not the time.
Bad, I bet.
Yeah, bad, I
I
bet.
don't think dying ever feels good.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, how astute. Dying is bad and you should avoid it. How about you stop trying to talk to her and do something instead?
All right. I don't think talking is gonna do shit. All right. If I survive this next one, I'll probably have to go for the door. What's wrong with you? I don't want this. Please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything. Just don't let me drown.
The water is rising faster now. It's flowing in from some unseen place, and judging by the height of the algae on the stairs, it has no intention of stopping anytime soon. You feel it creeping up your back, so cold that it steals the very warmth from your flesh, leaving a smothering numbness in its place. Are you really just going to stand there and let yourself die? Yeah, let's think. Where is it coming from? It's coming from some unseen place. Does it really matter where it's coming from? Because I can feel it rising. I don't think we have much time to sleuth. Yes, it matters. Maybe we can find a way out. Maybe we can figure out a way to make this work. This is just a puzzle. We can solve it. Some things aren't puzzles to be solved. Sometimes you're doomed from the start. Most people are.
Yes, most people are doomed. But in case you need reminding, everyone will be doomed forever unless you stop her.
Alright, let's go to the door. The door! Bitch, the
The
door!
princess eyes you with a disaffected gaze as you rush up the stairs, but you don't make it past the first few steps. The door bursts open, a powerful wave of water crashing down towards you. You're swept up in the flood. Your head slams into the basement wall. You come to a moment later, suspended in darkness, disorientated, only aware of the surface of the water and the emptiness above. And of course, the princess, hovering above you, watching in silence as you struggle to stay afloat in the icy depths. There's no way out. It's so dark and cold. I think our limbs are slowing down. How much longer can we do this? Just keep breathing. We'll figure this out.
Or we won't. Doesn't matter either way.
But you don't have time to figure anything out. Something cold and clammy wraps around your ankle. You're dragged under, only able to take one last hopeful gulp of air before your head is plunged into the freezing depths. As you sink below the surface, you see it. Or rather, you see her. The body you found floating when you first arrived. Its hand is locked around your ankle, the heavy chains pulling you both down into the unfeeling, suffocating nothingness.
I don't know why nothing came up for a few seconds, but that is so damn cool.
I get it. We shouldn't have killed her. Just get it away from us, please.
The music.
The past is the past. There's no changing it. There's nothing to face.
And there's not a lot we can do about the present either. Not unless we think like we should have been doing all along. But there is no thinking as you drown. You desperately try to pull yourself back to the surface again, and again, and again. Your icy limbs flailing desperately against the grip of her rotting corpse. And all the while her ghastly figure stares down at you, expressionless, as unfeeling as the weight around your ankle.
Our lungs filled with water, the same mind filled with blood. In the end, we're not so different.
Alrighty then. But your lungs don't fill, nor will they ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The end for you, but it's not the end for
I would
me.
have kept them in the dark if I were you.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. Silence as you reach for it. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. Find yourself in long quiet. Proceed. Cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Oh, this is different. This is a lot different. Okay. Okay. Is that a theoretical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
So the other great variation is fire instead of water. I haven't seen that one yet. Ooh. Ooh, I gotta see how I can get the fire version. Because that sounds really cool. Is there warmth and sadness? And yeah. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? Not yet. We're not doing that yet. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
The drowning concept is really cool, and I love how it is so well executed. I like how they did the corpse, like how it's like how corpses usually do when they're soaked in water for so long, that their body swells and all that stuff. I think they did it really good with art. Everything feels like a riddle. Do you have thought? Well, not yet. Do you have any more? Would you send me back? I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Does, but you're going to keep... I know. That's so great. This is incredible. And I can't believe I missed these really good princesses that I've missed in my first playthrough. And hopefully, I mean, I'm probably going to be stopping as soon as I'm done talking to the deity here. But next time, we will be able to go to the beast and maybe see if there's any other perspective I have missed. And then we're gonna see like that specific ending, the alternate dialogue ending thing I was talking about in the beginning. And then I don't know if it'll be next time, but I mean, I also want to get to that of strange ending that I was trying to get in the beginning, but I couldn't. He does, no. He does, I know, I don't know why I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
How many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay, so next time will be the beast. And then we get to see the alternate ending and stuff like that. It feels like a... Thoughts?
This one is guarded sorrow. She saw herself as alone, but in the end had the courage to share with another. She will make for a deep heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally been heard. I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
You're on a path in the woods.
Alright, so... Smite thee. Return. Quit. Yeah. Alright. We're done. We're done. We're done. It is almost 4:30 and I need to get some sleep because I got shit to do tomorrow. So how was everything going, Barry, before I end the stream here? I liked the Spectre. You're welcome, Barry. I hope you sleep well too if you ever get some sleep, because it is like around 3:30 your end. I liked the Spectre. I think the Spectre is really good, and the Gray. That was really interesting. But I might get back at this again tomorrow, depending. But it's great to come back to Slay the Princess. No, Barry, you're fine. You didn't really backseat a whole lot. I mean, none of us knew which one did what. And you didn't really spoil a whole lot for the Beast. So it's not that big of a deal. You're fine. But I'm gonna, once I'm done here, I'm gonna go ahead and try and upload it to YouTube. You know, so Ben can take a look when he's off, when he's not busy. But nah, Barry, you're doing just fine. Alright, I'm gonna get off. I hope you sleep well, Barry, and I'll see you next time. Maybe tomorrow. It just depends. Alright. Bye, Barry.